So I'm live now, and I have to say, I still like rooting for the Giants when they win football games.
So much better.
I have to say, when they win, like my entire week is better. The whole thing.
So you
And that really makes me mad because they've won 5 games the last 2 years. But when they win, like my entire outlook, and then when they win and the Eagles lose, like happened this week, like they made Philly
2 minutes until showtime.
Oh, the phones are already up. The show hasn't even started. Let's see what he has to say.
They're already lit up.
Yeah, hold on. Hey, what's going on? What's your name?
Hey, Dominic, what's up?
Hey, what's up, Dominic? We're going to put you back on hold, and we're going to start it up in a little bit, all right?
Yeah, no problem. I just wanted to call in early.
Sure, yeah. We'll get you first thing.
Dominic, we appreciate the love, man.
We do. Let's see.
That was my Barry White voice. We appreciate it.
I see people
way down deep.
I see people are jumping into the chat as now.
I sounded like Bradley Cooper from A Star is Born. My voice was way down in the
1 minute until showtime.
Did you
1 minute?
maybe go see that?
Yes, we did. It was good.
I loved it. I thought it was good.
203.
And I really appreciate movies that are good for the husband and the wife.
Yeah, I agree.
Because
who's 203's area code? Is that someone we know?
No, 203. I don't think that's anybody.
203 area code. This is a familiar number.
It's Dino, maybe that's why it's familiar.
Ah, Dean. All right, we're gonna start up in a minute. Hold on.
All right, man.
Blog Talk
I
is gonna drive me crazy already.
love our dedicated listeners,
Yes.
and I love that our callers show up before the rest of the talent.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Please
Blog Talk Radio.
Hold on, we got to get the girl to listen. She spoke, correct?
Who?
Where is why does Blog Talk curse me so much? Are you ready, Justin?
Oh, yeah, she spoke.
She spoke.
She said
You have
she goes live.
Why don't you speak?
I just played the drop.
Welcome to the Bleedbigblue podcast, dedicated coverage of the New York Football Giants by your hosts, Marco, Trifecta, T. Merritt, and JDW.
What is going on? Good evening, Bleed Big Blue Nation. This is Marco, your host of the Bleed Big Blue podcast. Currently, we are streaming to you live on YouTube, Facebook, Periscope, /Twitter, and Twitch.
Periscope.
Yeah, Periscope. Twitch. I'm loving the Twitch. I see the people jumping in. I have Justin on the line. At Show Me the J Money. Is that correct, Justin? How are you feeling?
That's correct. I'm frustrated.
You're frustrating.
Yeah, I mean, we won. It was great. You know, I love winning.
Mm-hmm.
Winning makes everything better. But now we're going to have to give up some draft capital to move up in the draft and probably get the quarterback we want. Which, you know, it's not the end of the world, but I also know, like, it would be a lot better if we were winning games and I felt like we had a long-term plan or goal. We're still kind of flailing in the wind
Yeah,
Like,
listen, it was good to get the win. What do we have now? The second pick in the draft? Tied for the second pick in the draft?
yeah.
So
Now, will it be the third? How many wins does Oakland have? Do they have 2 wins or 1?
I think they have they're running with one.
And then we'll have the tiebreaker over San Fran. But San Fran might win another game. They're spunky.
Mm-hmm.
I really like that running back they have, Matt Breida.
He's the single reason why I lost in our league in fantasy.
Yeah, by the way, I'm just going to say the view looks good from the top of the mountain.
Are you officially on top? I think you are, right?
I have 2 games on James, who's still yet to show up.
Mm-hmm.
And according to the website, I clinched a playoff spot, which I just want to tell you all. I mean, I'm the best.
Right now, you are the champ. You are the not the champ because you don't have a belt, but you are you're on.
One of the games I lost was to Jimmy. Patrick Mahomes, he played Drew Brees and Drew Brees scored like 70 points. And then the other game that I lost was the first game of the season, and I sat Jarvis Landry. Oh, look who shows up!
Wait, who?
What's up?
Who is showing up?
Hey. That's Jimmy, right? That's Jimmy Trump.
It's Tim. Can you hear me or no?
Tim!
Yo.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
Tim, how's my ass look from 5th place?
Looks wonderful.
Yeah, that's great.
I've done a lot of Pilates and squats. I know you guys are looking at, and that's important to me.
Christian says you guys are.
You know what?
Christian says you guys are all bots. What do you mean by that? We sound like bots right now?
When we're all bastards.
Yeah.
We're either greatest, whatever, computer people ever, or the worst. Because I don't know who would actually want to listen to us like that.
Did James fall asleep in the 8 minutes that that I last talked to him?
So first of all, he's done this to me multiple times. He wonders why I don't believe him when he says he's gonna be on.
I think there was probably a medicating issue. That's my guess.
You have to take your meds in the morning and at night, and when you are prescribed to take them.
Yeah, medicinally.
I just want to put it out there. Do we know how to do a show when we win?
No.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what to do. I feel a little awkward. I'm not gonna lie.
I have.
Yeah, it throws it off. Even though the
I have
list
a few questions,
is tough.
but I don't want to rehash all the stuff with Jimmy. So Jimmy, call in so we can get started.
Let's talk to him.
So first of all, he's done. He's maxed out. He's already done.
I mean, here's the thing. Look at our next 2 weeks. All right?
Yeah, we have Tampa.
Look at our next 2 weeks. We have Tampa.
Which is absolutely winnable.
That's 100% winnable.
Mm-hmm.
It may not be pretty, but it's winnable.
Yep.
It's Patrick and shit to bed with the best of them. And then we also have, after that, it's Philly. Now, Philly blew our doors off, but division games are usually nail biters.
Well, that's the thing. We beat Philly. Then all of a sudden we started thinking, okay, maybe can we, finish this out with a streak?
Right. We're 4-7 at that point.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I watched everybody in the division play this week,
And the division's not good.
Nobody's good.
No. Every game's winnable. And honestly, and we play Philly again. We play Dallas again. We play Redskins again. So we're right in.
If we got to 4-7, there's a scenario where we could lose. We could lose 2 games that were not division games. So if we're 4-7, and you think me, we'll lose 1 game, but we'll win both division games, I would tell you there's a strong possibility we would still win the division.
At 8-8, that's kind of tough.
I think 8
wins
the division.
Washington's got a good, even though Washington was scoreable, they got a big head start on the record.
What are they? They're 6-2. Or are they 6-3?
They're 5-3, aren't they?
Oh, they're 5-3.
5-3 or 6-4.
5-3, yeah. No, because they already had their 5, so they would be 5-3. We're going into week. Wait, now hold on. Let me look up the actual.
They are 6-3. Redskins are 6-3.
6-3. Yeah.
We need help from the honestly. We need help from the Cowboys and the Eagles if we're going to win this division. Then we're getting a little ahead of ourselves.
Yeah.
Because I want to put out there. I want to put out there. You know what? I love Eli, and I love the fact that if this is his last win, his fourth quarter comeback, I think that's the way he should go out. But
why would you think?
This is the first time, legitimately, I know he lost his arm strength. Whether it was that, when Odell was flying down the sideline, toasting defensive backs, old Eli could have put it right in front of him. It would have been a touchdown. And not only on that play, but when Saquon did the wheel route, all he had to do was he had Eli put it out in front of him. He would have been gone. And Eli couldn't reach it. And, you know, it's obviously San Francisco, he gave us time. But I also want to give a shout out to Jamon Brown, who actually looked pretty good. Considering he's been with our team for like less than a week, and he started, he actually looked pretty good.
And
I'm hoping that solidifies the guard spot.
We gave up
forward
the least amount of crap we've given up all year.
Yeah, but this is also because the San Francisco team is pretty beat up and young. So I want to see. Let's see what happens when JPP is all pumped up to play against us this week.
Oh, I'm not scared of JPP.
You know, he gets up for about 3 games a year.
JPP, if you're listening, call in. I have something ready.
Yeah, you know he feasts on bad team. He feasts on bad team, and we're a bad team. So.
Yeah, he feasts on bad offensive lines. That's when he boosts up his stats.
Hold on, here we go. I think someone is arising from his slumber. Wakey, wakey.
Oh.
Wakey, wakey.
Oh.
Did you see that comeback?
Wow. Eli's back.
Oh, Christ.
Did you see? Did you see my boy?
Jimmy, let me ask you
Here we
before
go.
we get too deep. I'm going to ask you the same thing that I asked Tim. Because you have a front row seat in second place. How's my ass look back there?
We don't really celebrate championships here until we get to the playoffs. So if you notice, when I was in first place for a couple of weeks, I was really silent, right?
Mm-hmm.
No bragging, not being braggadocious. Want to know why? Because it doesn't mean anything. So we'll get to the playoffs, and then we'll see what happens.
I have a 2-game
And I
lead.
do want to put out there,
Justin, I'm not worried about being the 1 seed. There's no prize for being the 1 seed.
You don't want to be the best?
The best is the champion. If I finish third and I win the league, am I the best?
No.
You're champion.
I'm the champion.
What is it?
Champion
I'm the
equals
best
best.
now.
So if I'm not, so that means the Patriots were the best team in 2007.
No, that would be the
Come on,
New York
Justin.
Football Giants.
Come on, Justin.
But I do want to pump up the show because the fact is, all 4 hosts were in the top 5.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So you know,
I'm in the top 5 with a 2.
all you fans that think we don't know what we're talking about, we do.
I lost last game by a point. Just
What's up?
still pissed about that. A lot of people are complaining about the audio. We might have to switch to Discord. I've already been booted off Blog Talk twice already.
That's nice.
Discord.
I know you guys.
I feel like Discord is complete chaos. There's no control over who's talking, who's doing what. It's just a bunch of people screaming.
Yep. Yeah. We have to be able to block people off in Discord.
Odell, what's with you, Odell?
That's Discord.
You gonna put it on?
My daughter got this. My daughter got this cat, a kitten, right? I hate cats. I'm not a cat guy. I like dogs, right? So now, right? So she has to go to school in the morning. For the last 2 friggin' nights, right? The cat wants to fucking play at night. So now here I am, right? Brandy and Mackenzie are away, right? They're visiting family up in another part of Pennsylvania, and so here I am with my 2 dogs, right? And this fucking kitten that won't stop jumping and clawing and trying to get everywhere. She's fast as lightning.
Here's
The
my
cat-
question for you.
The cat has quick feet.
I'll tell you something. I've never been so not. I can't control this pussy. Usually, I'm very good at controlling pussy. I can't control this pussy.
What is going on with it? How come you can't control it?
Cat. It's so elusive.
Jimmy,
Just grab a hold of it.
if you're not,
I'm trying to, but it's slippery.
yeah, Jimmy, you got to grab that.
Well, nowadays you can't, Justin. You can't do that.
Follow the instructions of our president.
I don't want to be that guy.
Eh,
I feel like I'm gonna break the. I feel like I would break the pussy if I grabbed it like that.
Just maybe just hold it gently.
have you thought about correcting it?
I'm trying to, but this thing just wants to get rough.
But wait, where is it now? It's by your leg. It's
Right now, it's like the pussy's ready to pounce. It's looking at some. The pussy has some in its sights, and it's ready to pounce. And I got to tell you, I've never been so intimidated by a pussy before. Oh, there it goes.
Hey, so
This pussy has a mind of its own.
it's going across the room again.
I got a question for you.
Don't put the pussy on a pedestal.
If you're
Too
not a
late.
cat guy, how did that cat get in your house?
Yeah.
The things you do for your kids, Justin.
Yeah, I guess.
The things you do for your kids. My daughter
Can
came
I-
home. She said she was at some rescue shelter. They were getting rid of it. It was a runt. It was by itself. It was this little thing.
Yeah.
She came home and she goes, "Dad, I want the cat." I said, "No, absolutely not. I'm not getting a cat. Get away from it." And then
Yeah, and then
I
she gave
went
you
to
the
sleep,
eye.
and I woke up the next morning, and during a cup of coffee, I started thinking about it, and I was like, I'm a little bit of a dick. And I woke her up and I was like, all right, go get the cat.
But
Is that how you wake up every morning?
Puppies like this.
So Jake,
What?
Is
so
that
you
how
rest.
wake up every morning thinking that you're a dick?
Well, I am, yes, yeah. But for some reason on this morning, I got a conscience or something, and I ended up with this pussy.
So you rescued Lonely Pussy, huh?
I like, if I'm gonna, if you're gonna get some pussy, it might as well be some rescued pussy.
Hey, so one of the questions I'll
He's
ask,
always using this food to be a hero.
one of the things that I want to say is, for those that don't know, I mean, Captain Negative, he really has a heart of gold.
Thank you, Justin.
So it doesn't surprise me that, his daughter came in and wanted the cat, and James folded like a lawn chair.
Oh, so bad. It was tough for like 6 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have no doubt in my mind, just from knowing James talking on the podcast, that his daughter runs him.
Oh, both of them.
Yes.
Both of them.
This guy
No,
David
no,
on.
I mean, the effort is there to take control. However, no.
This guy on Facebook says. This guy David on Facebook says James is the worst thing in the house. Believe me. I don't know what that guy knows.
Yeah, and I'm gonna lay pretty good odds that David has the same last name as me.
You think so?
All he does is leave negative. All he does is leave negative comments. You would think that, like, what does he got? He should be studying film because he's a coach for Averett University. He's the coach for Averett Division III school down in Danville, Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
And you would think that with the season coming around that he'd be studying film. No, he's got to bust my ball. Like, I need that.
David, welcome to the show.
Call in.
Give the number,
Bring the
Marco.
Yeah. What is David's take on the Giants?
By the way, breaking news, I've lost the pussy. I don't know. Wait, there's the pussy. I see it.
It's hiding.
It's always
Elusive. It's always been elusive for my whole life.
We put up these barricades so it can't get under my bed. Well, the pussy has broken through the barricades and now is under the bed. And now is just messing with me. Now she's like Predator. She's just like showing up in different spots.
He's disappearing and reappearing.
This is tough.
This is the conversation at 2 and 7.
Oh, well, I mean, I could go. You guys did you not want me to call it?
Hold on. James, let me catch you up. We're currently discussing.
Eli's back.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Yes, correct.
Eli's not back, and we agree on that. But the next two games are winnable games.
Can I just say that we better pray that Fitzpatrick finds his magic back. Because all we're doing, like the stupid Giant fans are great. Like they're funny, man. Like they're bought in. Hey man, we can run the table. All right.
No.
All you're doing is costing yourself draft picks.
Wait, we can't run the table?
Making it harder for your. No, they can't run the table.
That's not hard.
They got a better chance of running over a cop. They got a better chance of running over a cop.
We've already done that
The
this year.
Rams on the schedule yet?
Dude, I don't care who's on the schedule. I really don't. Like, I don't care who they play on the schedule, not on the schedule, where they play them. They're not good enough. And every win is costing you being in position to get the quarterback.
Jimmy, all I want to ask you, because I agree with you, and we'll get into it, I'm sure. But all I'm going to ask you right now, Tampa is a winnable game, correct?
Yes, yeah, it's winnable. Unfortunately.
Philly is a division game, and it's winnable.
Philly?
Only because, they're not playing good football right now, and it's a division game.
Dude, it took a last-second drive to beat Nick Mullins. Just let that, think about that for a second. Just think about that for a second.
Yeah,
if
but
that team has Garoppolo, do we beat them?
James, but Nick Mullins has been practicing.
I get it. But if that team has Jimmy Garoppolo, do we beat them?
You know what I'm going to say? My answer to that.
I'm going to say yes.
I think you're crazy. I mean, I don't know how you watch that game and think that if they didn't have Garoppolo, they would have put up 35 points against us, if not more. It's broke.
We have no pass rush at all, so I don't care what quarterback.
I don't know why it's so different. The roster is broke. It's broke. It's been broke. It needs a refreshing.
All right, we got a few people on the line. I promised I would get to him, so let's jump him up first. Dom.
Okay.
Hey guys, what's up? How you guys doing?
How you feeling, Dominic?
Hey, what's up? I actually wanted to kind of piggyback off of what Captain Negative over there was saying
about the pussy.
Well, not only the.
Now you want to piggyback on the pussy? That's sloppy seconds.
Let me explain something to you, Dominic. I said James has a heart of gold, but he doesn't share the pussy.
No. I'm very greedy when it comes to the pussy.
Stingy on that account.
Dominic, we're only busting you. Dominic, you're Italian. We're only busting your colognes over there. So don't worry about it. You guys, what are you gonna say?
No, but I wanted to say that I believe, just looking at, it was great to see vintage Eli go win the game. That was fun, cool. But Eli had a terrible statistical game overall, like 100-something yards passing. Like, we're still talking about the same guy that his defense put him in better positions to win the game. If you think about it, take away that pick that they scored on, we've only scored 14 points in that game. And we probably lose. And
Somebody give him a ding.
Someone give him a ding.
Absolutely.
So what I'm saying is let's not get too high on where we think this team can go to. Because
that's right.
Honest to goodness, like this team that was against San Francisco. Then they're having a terrible season. So let's wheel it in a little bit.
And here's a reality check that the Giant fans aren't going to realize until the season's over. Oakland keeps losing.
Yeah.
Oakland has enough as we speak.
If Oakland drafts Herbert, that means Derek Carr is free.
Jesus.
I'm fine with Derek Carr.
I don't want Derek Carr. Are you kidding me?
No.
Wait, you guys?
I don't understand, Tim. I don't understand how you would be okay with that. I don't understand any Giant fan that is saying Bridgewater or Carr or I don't explain that to me. Like, what are you watching?
Carr 2 years ago was on pace for being the NFL MVP. Just 2 years ago. He's young, and I would be a fractured franchise, and I'm gonna put that on Gruden. I'm not saying to trade for Carr. Don't take that contract. But if he's a free agent, absolutely go after Carr. And the fact is, his brother's going to talk up the Giants anyway. So I think we can get him.
I don't want him. That's just another problem right there.
Wait, James, if he was to be a free agent and wanted to sign here, you wouldn't take him on?
No.
It's
no.
He's a bad quarterback.
He's not good. He's not good. Are you winning the Super Bowl with Carr? Is the guy that you saw crying from getting hit too hard 2 weeks ago the guy that you want leading your franchise? I mean, come on, guys. What are we doing?
I just want to put out there. Now it so makes sense why you save the pussy. So you save the pussy because you want people on hard times. You rather bring in Chad Kelly into this franchise.
Chad Kelly's not a pussy. Chad Kelly is anything but a pussy. Chad Kelly may be a moron.
Derek Carr does nothing. He's pretty much running like religious revivals, but you have no.
That doesn't score any points for me. That actually scores less points for me. Like if the guy's religious, I question his intelligence, and then I need to move on.
This guy.
So that would be my first question actually in the interview process. Are you religious? Not do you believe in God, but do you follow religion? And if they say yes, then I pass. Good night. That's the last question. Goodbye.
James has got eight players in the league.
Yeah.
This guy.
I have the smartest team in the league. I don't know if we'd be the best, but we'd be the smartest and we'd play the hardest.
This guy David says Teddy Bridgewater all the way. I don't know. Seems to,
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Anything that guy David writes, all right, is just he's the chef with the salt. He's trying to just sprinkle some salt. That's what he's doing. He doesn't want Teddy Bridgewater. My brother and I have of like minds. Let me tell you, don't fall for his charade.
I think he's making complete sense.
He was raised right.
And honestly, I'm with Teddy Bridgewater. I'm fine with Teddy Bridgewater.
I have a serious question.
Oh,
are you ready? James, are you ready?
I am ready.
Would David take a running back with the second pick of the draft?
No, he's smart. He's a coach. He knows how to build a team. No. He's not. And if he did, I'd smack him. I'd have the right to smack my little brother if he took a number. I'd just walk over and smack him.
Oh my lord! Oh my lord!
It's great.
Speaking of number 2 pick, how good is Saquon?
Good enough to win 2 games. Good enough to win 2 games.
All right, Dominic, I got you back on hold. We'll come back to you in a little minute. Let's see, Dean.
Hey, I got my goal.
Dean, I know Dean wants to chime in. Dean, you're on. What's up, Dean?
Captain Kool-Aid.
Captain Tropical Punch Kool-Aid. Don't get it twisted.
There you go.
Dean.
So Nicky Mullins gonna pull it out, huh, homies?
Nicky Mullins.
Nicky Mullins. Dude, I noticed as soon as the game hit 0-0, you were off the line. Dunzo for the night. No goodbyes, no nothing.
No.
But we know how it is.
Yeah, I had to work in the morning. You guys are fucking celebrating 2-win team. But all right, we won. Congrats. I was disappointed we won.
You know what? But I'm going to tell you what my fear is right now. All right? So if you look at it right now, we're probably, the 3rd or 4th pick if the season were to end today. You got Tampa Bay ahead of us. You got San Fran ahead of us. You got, what's his faces?
Arizona. How many wins does Arizona have? 2?
We would be the 3rd pick right now. If right now.
So just to say for shits and giggles, Eli goes on a spree and wins a bunch of games. We're gonna get screwed out of a draft pick, only to know that Eli's not coming back next year. So do we want to go out on a high, even though it'll hinder our team in the future?
Mentally prepare yourselves now. Mentally prepare yourselves now that Eli Manning is coming back next year.
Because he's going to win more games.
Yourselves now. When you told me I was crazy when I said all this shit last offseason. I'm telling you from now, do not be surprised when Eli Manning is back next year.
He's going to be. That's what I was getting to.
I'm going to tell you right now.
Because before I was rudely interrupted,
Right.
He's definitely not coming back. What is it?
What?
Captain
No,
Negative.
Captain
Chuck
Negative.
literally said he's not coming. We all know he's not coming back next year.
No, I said if we lost out. Maybe I didn't say that. But
Uh-oh, rewind.
He's gotta come back.
rewind, just to reverb a little bit. No, but I was saying we can set ourselves up for the future, and rewind it real quick. Like Gettleman said, it's not going to be a quick fix. So we got to look at it. Who are we retaining? Collins, Shepard, Ingram. I mean, what are we looking forward to as an organization to build around? That's building blocks.
I got a question. I got a question before we get to any of that. When did Gettleman say that it was going to be this isn't going to be a quick fix?
Him and Mira, the press conference they had, they said it's not going to be a quick fix when they were the week before they were talking about not starting Eli. They had the press conference, and they said it's not going to be a quick fix.
The way
Exact words.
the way I remember it,
All I remember
Saquon Barkley
is
for
that
win now.
that they were going to be Barkley pick was going to make everybody better, and that they were ready to compete for a Super Bowl.
No, I'm not talking about to draft time last year. I'm talking about recently.
Oh.
I'm talking about recently. No.
Oh, so after this shit show was put together, now it's not going to be a quick fix.
Exactly.
Oh,
That's what I'm saying. That's what Gettleman and Mara said. After we already lost 5-6 games, it's not going to be a quick fix. Well, no duh. I mean,
how could you make that mistake,
JBP
James?
is going to be headhunting this week. You bet your ass. JBP is going to be extra motivated, and I wouldn't be surprised if he came up with a couple.
Feast on a bad offensive line like he's done his whole career?
Well, I mean, JVP was always one of them. He'll come out, he'll dominate 1 week, and he'll be lost the next week. He was never consistent with his play as we were used to with Strahan. And how many sacks did OC have against the Philly that year? We had 11 sacks total. I want to say OC had 7. I was at the game. I believe it was Strahan's second to last year. We were playing Philly, and I think we had 11 or 12 sacks as a team. And I want to say OC had like 7 of them. Does anybody remember that?
I think
He had 6.
He had
Yeah.
6?
Yep.
Okay, because 7 would have been the record, right?
Yeah. And it wasn't the record.
Mm-hmm.
Does Derek Thomas still have that?
Correct.
Dean, I'm throwing you on hold. I'm going to go to another caller.
Go ahead, bro.
All right, caller, are you there? 718.
Hello.
Going once. Going twice. Guys,
The next
he's gone.
caller I want is David.
Yeah, what's up with David with these shade
David,
comments?
please call in.
Oh, he ain't calling in. I'd be shy. He ain't calling in.
David,
David, please call in.
Oh, you want to hear some stories? Get David to call it.
All right, Antonio says Alec Ogletree should be traded, not cut. Can't trade him now. Deadline's over.
You're too late.
Let's
That traded him.
Jeffrey Abbey, everyone hates Ogletree. Him and Collins are the captains of our defense. Well,
It's another great move by Donovan.
Hey.
Was he talking about fixing all the things that he fucked up?
Well, I do want to say that you were pumped about Ogletree trade just as much as I was.
Who? You. I thought it was a nice trade at the time. I didn't go crazy. I wasn't happy about the picks. And if you remember, I also said you also remember when it happened, I said it was a bad sign because it meant that they thought they were going to win now. So I said it was a good player, makes too much money.
Yeah.
Definitely an upgrade. Not saying much. and it was a bad sign, which it ended up being.
Yeah, it ended up being a bad sign. He can't cover. I thought he should be able to, but he can't cover for crap.
I mean, he's supposed to be the coverage linebacker, and freaking Goodson put him to shame. And that's not Goodson's strong suit now.
That's one kid I'd keep. I'd keep Goodson.
Yeah, that kid's got a motor.
He just plays the right way.
100%. I agree with that.
He plays the right way. I don't know. I don't think he's the most talented player. I don't think that he's the best middle linebacker in the league. I think he can get better, but I think that he's a guy that you like. I think that his mindset is a mindset that you want around a young team and a young roster.
We're getting a lot of
I think his
questions.
mindset is.
We're getting a lot of Collins questions.
Mindset.
Should we keep him? Should we trade him? Should we franchise?
I would have traded him.
It's a loaded question.
I don't want to franchise him because to me that's too much money. I could see maybe.
I don't want
maybe. I mean, I can see them using the franchise tag or the threat of the franchise tag as a way to negotiate a long-term deal that fits for the team. And I think that's the only option. If you're going to pay him, you do not want to end up paying him double digits per year. He's not worth it, guys. You were better off taking the third-round pick.
Here's the thing, and Landon, if you're listening, we'd like you to call in directly after David.
Wait for David and then call.
Calls we want to receive are David and then Landon Collins. But
In that order.
I would talk to Landon Collins and I would say, listen, here's the deal, big boy. Like, I would want the Landon Collins that played with us during the playoff year. That kid could play. This Landon Collins is a day late and a dollar short.
Do you think that? Do you think that he knows he's back there by himself and he's doing too much, or trying to do too much, or trying to be too many places at once as opposed to just doing his job?
I think that might have a little something to do with it.
I don't know. I mean, that's what you would hope, because I liked him. I thought it was a great move when they moved up to get him. I was a big fan of his in college. I thought that he would be used more at the line. Like, I think that you need to use him a certain way. I don't think that but they may not be good. They're not good enough to say, okay, we're going to use this guy to cover Kittles, and we're going to use Collins to just basically play his strength. So they have to use him in positions that he's not very good at, and teams are able to expose him.
No, and here's the other very real thing with Landon Collins, and this is the truth. I think that he talked about it. He talked before the Green Bay game right after Boatgate and said that the defense handles their business, and he talked last year when Eli Apple was a cancer, and he won. Eli Apple's gone. So, but I think that in the process of talking, maybe some of his focus is away from football. I think Landon Collins thinks that he's a made man, and this year he's playing like a mediocre safety. Because George Kittle's good, but he's also the only weapon that they have. So, if you're going to be Landon Collins and you're going to let George Kittle beat you like a rented mule, then you should feel damn lucky if we decide to give you the franchise tag, because you haven't earned $1 of that money, Landon. And if you want to fight me on that, call in after David.
That's right.
So I want to play a little game with you guys. I'm going to name some safeties. You tell me the first person that I name that you think Landon Collins is better than. All right? Eric Berry. Cam Chancellor, Rashad Jones, Marcus Joyner, Harrison Smith, Earl Thomas, Evan McCourty, Malcolm Jenkins.
I think he's better than Devin McCourty. And what I would say is there's about 3 guys on that list that I would take Landon Collins over because of injury. But if you're talking about on-field play, I think the line is Devin McCourty.
You say Landon Collins is over Devin McCourty and Malcolm Jenkins?
Correct.
James, do you agree with that?
I'd agree with that.
Okay, so the reason I said that, I was looking at the contracts as far as average, money per year. Devin McCourty's at 9.5 a year. So let's say Landon Collins is a little bit better than that. Is Landon Collins worth 10 a year?
I'm not paying. I'm not looking at that because I think they're crazy paying him $9.5 million.
Well, technically they had to overpay him because we were trying to get Devin McCourty.
Back into the.
I get it, and they couldn't afford him.
James only likes to pay linebackers.
I'm paying pass rushers, offensive tackles,
and quarterbacks,
and I'm paying my quarterback. I mean, I don't, and I'll pay a lockdown corner too. I don't think he's worth that much, man. I don't. I think you can do better, cheaper, scheme wise. I mean, I'm not. They don't play very well. I mean, we got a lot of guys in blue jerseys with pretty names that everybody gets hyped up about, and then on some days they don't play pretty well. They don't win. So,
going back to your point about Landon Collins, I really think, I don't know if it's a mix between he's making plays that he shouldn't have to make because he's backing up other people, or he's actually the one out of position.
Here's my thing. And this is a question that we really need to ask ourselves about a lot of guys on this roster, right?
Yeah.
If they're not good enough to win with, I can see people looking at the Giants and going, "Wow, that's a nice piece. Oh, that guy's not a bad player. Oh, him in the right spot, that would be good, right?" But as a roster as a whole, not very good. So with Jenkins and all these other guys, right?
Yeah.
Are they worth it now? And are you going to be able to win with them in the near future? So, if you're telling me, I'm under the impression that the entire roster needs a rebuild, okay? And if the entire roster needs a rebuild, and I'm not going to put Landon Collins in a position where I can make that $9.5 or $10 million look like it's being spent the right way by using him in the ways that fit his strengths and not having to play him in positions that are going to make him look silly and I'm wasting the money, then why am I paying?
The thing is, you do need a core of the team. And you do not...
He's been the core of the team, and we've lost.
Okay.
Okay, so now you want to re-sign him. So now we're going to re-sign him. So now we're going to re-sign him with nobody else around him and expect better play from him?
Well, no, there's no one else to get signed. It's not like there's no one else to get drafted. There's going to be people around him. Now, I'm good.
Yeah, but are they good? But are they good enough, Tim, to say, okay, Landon, on this play, you're not covering Kittles. I got this guy to do that. You attack.
Well, and that's my problem with him being a safety. I need you to be able to cover it.
No, and here's the thing about
not all the time, but he should be able to cover Kittles.
He can't cover Kittles. He should be able to do a lot of things. Eli should be able to throw the ball more than 4 yards down the field. He can't.
No, his arm's done. His arm's done.
Here's the thing about Landon Collins. All right? Landon Collins, so far this year, has lost on effort plays, where he's been a step slow. And based on his skill, he should be making the effort plays. And if he's not making the effort plays, that means that he doesn't want it. And listen, I know they're 2-7, and the instinct would be to mail it in because everybody else is mailing it in. But if you're a leader on this team and you want to be the defensive playmaker and captain, then you step up and make a play. I mean, he made a boneheaded play on Kittle going for that pick on Monday.
Yes, I was just about to say that. That's where I was going.
Not the angle.
No.
And so, if he thought he did, then, we have a different set of things to discuss.
And here's the other thing. On that play, it's a third down. And if you take the right angle and you come under control and Kittle makes that catch, you knock him out of bounds short of the first down after a 3-yard gain. You do what you did, and he turned it upfield, goes for another 15 to 20 yards, and they come down and get points.
And here's another thing. You look at there was a play against Philly where the ball got tipped, and Collins went to dive underneath it because he thought there was no way that he wasn't going to get it, and he relaxed. And I think it was Nelson Aguilar came in and swiped it away from him and went for an additional 20 yards of yak. You're the safety. You're the leader of the defense. Your number one responsibility, if you're Landon Collins, is to know where everybody on that team is. He's not doing those things. Those are things that he's not doing. And so if you're not going to do them, then why am I paying you?
Why am I paying you?
Okay.
And if somebody wanted to give us a third-round pick for him, why didn't we take it?
We let it stick around.
I'm telling you, man, the decisions being made here are horrible.
Bad decisions. That's right.
Now, they turned over, what was it, 68% of the roster from Jerry Reese to Gettleman? It's something along that line, right? It's more than half.
Yeah.
So you can't tell me this isn't the roster that he basically wanted.
And how about I think that turnover before the first week when they picked up, I don't know, 7 guys off the waiver wire, like unheard of. I mean, guys, the writing it's on the wall.
It's there. No, that's right.
We're getting a lot of Vernon questions, a lot of Luletta questions. I feel.
Kyle.
I don't want to talk about those guys yet. We'll get there. I don't want to talk about those guys yet. I want to talk about Odell Beckham Jr.
Christ.
Okay.
The thing that I want to say about Odell Beckham Jr. is that he scored 2 touchdowns. All right?
Yeah.
He scored 2 touchdowns. And I'm going to throw this out there, too, and this is a fact. If he had better quarterback play, he would have scored 2 more.
Oh, I agree.
He was in the deep slot with nobody over the top of him, and Eli chose to hand it off to Saquon Barkley from the 2-yard line from the shotgun for the second consecutive play. And then Eli underthrew him on that play action pass where if he had the arm strength of what he had in his previous parts of his career, which wasn't the best, that would have been 7 points too. So, listen, I know we're all frustrated by Odell. We all wish that he would play a little bit better, a little bit more consistently, and not open his mouth as much. But what I want to say here, Odell, is that I understand why you're frustrated. Because you should have scored 4 touchdowns. He played well enough to score 4 touchdowns. The quarterback cost him 2.
I have no problem with Odell's play. I mean, like, he's trying to shut his mouth. Let him shut his mouth. But I'm with Justin. I'm with Justin. I understand why you're frustrated. It's tough to go to the paper and get blamed for stuff when you have no say on when they throw to you.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Why don't you just strap a cross to his back and walk him across Jerusalem? Come on.
I like
you know
it.
what? Just, as long as Saquon's carrying him.
He's the same guy. It's so funny. Californians have such short memories. He's
Whoa.
the same guy that embarrassed the French.
What happened?
Where did he go? In a pool? James,
Put the hands up with the phone.
James had enough with the Giants. He went swimming.
I'm done.
Oh, there you're back. How's the swim?
There you're back. What'd you say?
What I leave off?
We couldn't hear one word.
I don't know.
Like you were in a pool.
Oh, Odell.
What's with you, Odell?
The Giant fans have short memories. You guys have short memories. Like, not even 2 months ago, he was sitting down with Lil Wayne laughing at the franchise. He put out a Monday Night Football. He catches 2 touchdowns against Nick Mullins and the San Francisco 49ers. And woo-hoo, Odell, we love you.
Yep, right back in
I
it.
forgive him. He danced with a girl in a wheelchair on Monday night. I'm in.
Yep.
Odell,
I got my boat.
if you ever want to dance, give me a call. I can cut a rug, man.
He does a lot of things for the cameras.
I could cut a rug.
You know what?
That was a very slick comment there, Justin. I see what you did there.
Yeah. Odell, let's go.
See what
I'll have a dance off.
So, get us to MetLife Stadium and I'll dance with Odell. We'll get huge ratings.
That would get a huge rating.
Yeah.
I also want Jimmy there. I want Marco and Tim there.
Mhm.
And
Oh, you don't want me there. You don't want me there.
You be a prick. You be a prick.
I wouldn't be a prick, but I'd be me. Like, I don't care that he's Odell Beckham Jr. I'd be like, you need to shut up and play more, bro. Like, what was the Lil Wayne interview about? Stop it. Stop it. Marco would disown me.
I was like, I could have took my son. I could have took my son, and I took you.
He had it coming to him, Marco. This had to be said.
We finally made it.
We're sitting in jail cell. Marco, you'll thank me tomorrow.
I will make sure on the podcast before that happens that I'm going to say I have nothing. Whatever James does is his on his own. It's nothing to do with
I'm responsible for my own actions, definitely. I will not lump you guys in. Trust me, it's me. I'll raise my hand. Justin, can you attest that? I think Justin would vouch, knowing me well enough to say, yes.
Yeah,
I totally. This has nothing to do with them. I'm the dick here.
Accurate.
You still need to answer the question.
That's accurate.
Thank you.
I hope this is what I want to happen if this ever happens. I want Victor Cruz to be sitting right next to you as well.
Oh,
I'd punch him. I swear to God, I punch him. How about this, Justin? How about this? The warm-up show could be Justin and Odell doing the dance-off, and then the main event is Victor Cruz versus myself in the walk-off.
Yeah.
You think you can take? Wait, you think you can take Victor Cruz
in a walk-off? Yes. Justin.
You have to do not only the walk-off, but you each have to do blue steel.
Oh, without a doubt.
You gotta do Leonard style. You gotta rip off the underwear.
I don't wear underwear.
Oh. That's right, ladies. Welcome to the show.
That's right.
Hey now.
Now, you know what? The perfect picture would be you
talk about a retweet.
You cheesing between Victor Cruz and Odell.
Me what?
You just cheesing it up right between Odell and Victor Cruz.
Oh, you don't know, Tim. You don't know me well enough. If you think I'm that guy that would talk all this shit and then see them and be like, no, wrong one, dude.
Victor, can I get a salsa dance?
What?
Victor, give me a salsa dance.
Yeah, not that guy. Not that guy.
Yeah. No, that's right.
I love you on first take. No, not that guy. They should have brought you back last year, Vic. They needed you. Not that guy.
Marco,
you can still get open, Vic. You can still get open. Not that guy.
If we do get invited, Marco, it's going to be literally a one-time only thing. James is going to burn out that invitation.
Talking about a fucking bridge being burned right away, huh? Hey, what's this guy doing with a torch? You can't bring your torch in, sir.
It's not allowed.
What is that guy outside talking about a castle about?
Hey, that guy's there's some guy outside asking people if he wants to form a posse. What is this? I think this guy's trouble.
I just want...
There's some guy sitting outside. He said he's called the GM before.
There's some guy screaming on the cell phone demanding that CPS show up immediately. Get this guy out of here.
He wants to meet Mr. Mara.
I'd show up with a clipboard and glasses and a button-up shirt and tell him I'm from CPS. I'm here from CPS. It's time for you guys to answer some questions. Sit down.
John Mara, are you aware that
there's been some report?
Are you aware that you made the most boring stadium in all of NFL?
Put that coffee down. Coffee is for owners. You are not an owner, you son of a bitch.
I love that Steve Tisch gets totally walk away free.
Oh, yeah.
We always talk about Mara.
Yeah.
Steve Tisch is he's walking down the hall while James is ripping into Mara. Like, hey.
I see these other stadiums have like all these amazing amenities. What's ours? The lights go blue to green?
You have failed in every possible way, John.
How much did it cost to build that thing again? Oh, that's right. The fans paid for it. Mara.
If you're listening, call in and defend yourself.
Run the team, Mara.
I just want an introduction to Kate. That's it.
I'll take that.
If he's what?
I'm like, John, I don't want to talk to you. Where's your daughter at?
Oh, well, now, I mean, yeah. Well, yeah, now you want to see me, now you want to see a guy get giddy.
You guys
Kate Mara.
Yeah, we love.
You're not only dating Kate Mara. You're in the Giants family. You're in the Pittsburgh Steelers family.
Kate, we love you here on the show. Come up and sing our theme song.
I'm really
make
sorry what I said about your dad, Kate.
Yeah,
You
your dad's
wanna
a fine American.
you wanna know something? Not a fan. Not for me.
not me.
More for you
Not
guys.
that guy.
Nah, not for me.
Not that guy. Maybe for you. Maybe he's okay for you. Not for me.
Yeah.
I was watching the Fantastic Four and I was like, meh, not my thing.
Really?
You're more of
Not
a
a
Demi
fan.
Lovato guy?
Yes, I like my women a little more troubled, I'm guessing.
I like my women passed out and in rehab.
Yeah.
As soon as Britney Spears shaved her head, I was like, that's the one. That's the one.
There you go. You know, she wasn't crazy enough. I think she's crossed that line now.
You guys buy a stock when it's very low, and just you got to ride the wave back up.
Right.
You buy
Buy
low.
low. Buy low and sell high.
There you go. That's how you get ahead.
Buy low. I like that.
No, that's right.
Marco's watching Brittany, head get shaved, and she's like, "Oh, just want to see midnight."
Marco's getting TMZ updates to know which stars have broken up and gone into a full tailspin, so he can set out around the Manhattan scene and scoop one up.
Yeah. No, that's. If you guys knew,
Start going to hot yoga classes.
He's picking up Leo's seconds.
Oh my! To enjoy his shrapnel would be amazing. Haven't seen the first.
Good show. Good show.
Have we talked about football? No, right?
This is one of our best shows.
I think you know, the Giant. It's better when the Giants suck and it's just us bullshitting.
Yeah. Well, the problem is when they
Marco, you're a Bill Burr fan, aren't you?
Oh, hysterical! Big
Dude,
Bill Burr fan.
I knew about him, but I have just like caught on the last 2.5 weeks, maybe or so, watching like some of his clips.
He's right up your alley.
Oh, he is right up my alley.
Yeah.
He is Mr. He is Mr. Negative as well. So he's
right. Like his observations are like so other side of the coin, and they're like spot on.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
I try to go because my birthday's in November and it's always comedy week and in New York, so I always try to go. And I've seen him a few times. He kills every time. And this.
Yeah, man. I don't think I've seen one clip where I wasn't like laughing. Fun. You know who's funny too is Jim Jeffries.
I like Jim Jeffries.
Yeah, he's funny.
The stand-up. I don't really watch that show that he does, but his stand-up is pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think right now, I think the guys that are really good is Bill Burr, Chappelle, of course. Those guys are on fire, man.
I like Louis C.K. He's funny as shit too.
Yeah, he's doing great. He's doing great now.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't care. Yeah, you want to whip it out? That's on you.
To anybody who's watching, who's up right now, who's listening, or whatever, if you have HBO comedy, at 11:15, Super Troopers comes on. You're welcome.
There's that.
I like it.
Who doesn't like Super Troopers?
How's that?
I haven't seen the second one yet. I heard it wasn't that good.
It wasn't that good. If you're a fan of them, if you watch it, like the jokes, like there's some belly laughs, but like it wasn't really that good.
Beer
You know what was good?
I love
Club
Beer Fest.
Dread. If you like these guys and you've never seen Club Dread, that's a funny movie.
Club Dread. I don't remember that one.
Club Dread. It's the same guys. It's the same guys that made Super Troopers. I think Bill Paxton's in it, and it's about they go like a bunch of people are on this resort island, and there's like a serial killer there, like an axe murderer, but it's like a comedy, dude. It's hilarious. Check it out. Peep it. It's one of those downloads.
You pick up Beer Fest.
I saw
Beer
it.
Fest. Guys.
I watched the Adam Sandler stand-up comedy, and I was
Who's that?
surprised.
Oh, the newest one.
Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised.
I was like, you know what? I remember Sandler actually being funny. He's been in so many crappy movies that you forget.
Is that the one where he did the something about the wallet and the watch or whatever the rap song?
Yeah.
Okay.
Man,
I haven't seen the whole thing, but I saw that. That was pretty funny.
I think I'm gonna watch that next. I'm finishing up Daredevil now. I'll probably get to that. Oh, I never said rest in peace to Stan Lee, man. That rocked my world. I mean, I saw that coming, but damn, it's a legend.
I mean,
Yeah,
he's 95. Are you really gonna feel bad for him? He's 95, man.
No, I'm not saying it.
Well, I'm cold.
Ooh.
Well, when I get a bad name.
You own the Spider-Man PS4, right?
I do. Oh no, no, I have the game, not the console thing.
Oh.
Yep. See, there we go. Rest in peace, Stan Lee. It's being thrown in the chat.
You know, that's how you use the dorks. You come out.
We're
Find out.
praying hand emojis. We're getting the full works going on. Tim.
I got a question for
Cold-hearted
you guys.
man.
Do we want to make the fantasy league a keeper league?
Keeper.
I say yes, only because I'm the best.
The only reason I asked the question is because I picked up Lamar Jackson.
I saw that. It made me angry. I wanted Lamar Jackson.
Hey, you can have Lamar Jackson. He's not gonna do shit.
He's not gonna
pick up this one.
He's gonna be a nice little fantasy asset, my friend.
Oh, Saquon, without a doubt.
No, Lamar.
I don't know if we could make it a keeper league because we get new people in it every year. Unless you want to keep it set like that.
Well, why don't we just get the keeper guy? Because it's our league.
Yeah. I like that.
Thanks, Justin.
I do what I want.
Oh,
Can I get a second?
You mean I get to keep
Can I
Todd
get a
Gurley?
Second.
So anybody that comes in the league is already at a disadvantage. I like it.
From now on, dude. From now on, if anybody wants it, if we got to change anything, we got to. Do you want to set? Can I get a second? The minute somebody says second, it's a wrap.
It's official.
It's official. It's all in. Second.
All right.
Is
there anything
playing asshole where if you get first place, hey, I need your two best guys. I'll give you my 2 words.
Second.
Let's see. Let's look what's going on in the Facebook comment section.
Who knows? They're probably so mad that we're not talking about the Giants going on an 8-game winning streak.
David. What's David got to say?
David's sleeping.
David.
David has a sleeping pattern.
You better be studying film. Listening to us. You better be studying film.
All right, you know what? I do want to bring up one thing. Cause I looked at the comments for the list of glory and shame. And all you people that got mad at me for putting Eli on the list of glory, he played a fourth quarter comeback to win the game. What does he need to do to get on the list of glory? Get 3 touchdown passes.
Yeah, I mean,
Is he not allowed?
yeah,
on
he
the
could
list
get
of
in there
glory?
like that.
I'm like, God.
Throw the guy a bone.
All right.
It's not like he's a real.
Can I get a bone? Eli's Dr. Evil. Can you throw me a bone? I'm the boss. Need
All right.
the info.
Bone.
All right, there are a couple funny comments on Facebook. Are these guys sober? Currently, right now, yeah. In reference, in reference to Victor, in reference to meeting Victor Cruz. Ah.